SCORM is a collection of specifications that enable interoperability, accessibility, and reusability of virtual learning content. SCORM content can be delivered to learners by raw file format packed its content. Let us look at SCORM versions. SCORM 1.0, the first release January 2000. The release does not contain a fully implementable specification, but instead contained a preview of the work to come. SCORM 1.1 released January 2001, was the first real and implementable version of SCORM. It fleshed out SCORM 1.0 into an implementable specification and commercial vendors began to adopt it. These early adoptions revealed that the SCORM idea was valid, but that it left many details to be worked out to be sufficiently robust for widespread implementation. SCORM 1.2 released October 2001, incorporated all of the lessons learned from the early adoptions of SCORM 1.1 to create a robust and implementable specification. Vendors who adopted SCORM 1.2 realized dramatic cost savings from increased content interoperability. SCORM 2004 has come out, January 2004 with 4 editions, and is the current version actively running. SCORM advantages. Track score of the course. Learner progress. The learner can resume at the point they left off. Course status such as pass, fail, complete or incomplete. With SCORM, learners can easily interact with the content. Few disadvantages here. SCORM is an old standard, with the most recent version 2004. New e-learning options, such as mobile learning using phones or tablets, are not an area of strength. To create a SCORM, it is mandatory to have an authoring tool, can be extremely expensive. Some SCORM content, especially videos, can be buggy for Apple iOS users, as it was developed with Flash in mind and works less well when replaced with HTML5. Adobe Flash was the leading tool for creating graphics. Unfortunately, it was closed in 2020. The biggest reason was security. With a huge part of the tech world running Flash, it became a massive target for hackers, forcing Adobe to release updates often to patch problems. It also offered poor performance, causing some users to see full CPU usage when viewing web pages with Flash content. It is mandatory to install Adobe Flash plugin. HTML5 has replaced Flash and made it irrelevant as a multimedia playback standard. Here are just a few ways HTML5 is better than Flash. Doesn't require external plugins, so it works natively in all browsers. Open source and freely available. Easier for search engines to read and understand its contents. Less processing power is needed, so it offers better performance and is faster or lightweight. Easier to develop because it uses the common languages HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So, forget Flash and start learning HTML5. A revision of the hypertext markup language, the standard programming language for describing the contents and appearance of web pages. HTML5 was developed to solve compatibility problems that affect the current standard, HTML4.